After a 4-13 season where they had 8 double-digit losses, things can't get much worse for the New York Jets. However, after a solid draft and the potential improvement of second-year quarterback Zach Wilson, we are seeing some trickles of optimism for the Jets. Let's take a look at their futures odds entering the 2022 season, along with my 2 favorite bets for them. First of all, if you're placing a futures bet this season, make sure you're checking out the Vegas Insider futures odds comparison page over at VegasInsider.com. Okay, the New York Jets odds to win the Super Bowl, 150-1. Do not make that bet. They are tied for the 3rd worst odds to win the Super Bowl. To win the AFC, 85-1. Do not make that bet. To win the AFC East, 24-1. Do not place that bet. And their over-under win total set at 5.5, juicy on the over at -160. The under on 5.5 wins is at +135. So right off the bat here, guys, if you're a Jets fan, you see that Dolphins helmet in the background. You might be a little triggered by it, but please keep in mind, I am making these bets with my head and not my heart. So my first bet for the Jets with that over-under in mind, with that under at 5.5 at +135. I absolutely love this bet. So first of all, let's take a look at how the Jets have performed within the AFC East, where they will play 6 of their 17 games. They've absolutely stunk within the division. It's crazy. Take a look at their last 25 games versus the Bills, Patriots, and Dolphins. How many wins would you guess that they've had? They have 3. They are 3-22 in their last 25 divisional games. They are the divisional punching bag, and I do expect that to continue this season. There's a pretty big gap between the Jets and the 3 other teams. So 1-5, best case scenario within divisional games for the Jets is my prediction. And you take a look at their schedule as a whole, not a lot of easy games on there. You know, they're at the Browns and Steelers early in the season. That might be debatable. Then later on in the season, they get the Bears, Lions, Jags, and at the Seahawks. Some winnable games there. They're not going to win all of them. And then take a look at the team. Take a look at the makeup of that defense, which needs to improve dramatically. They were last overall in points allowed last season, tied for 2nd last in yards per play allowed. Saleh is supposed to be a defensive guy, so that defense is going to need to take a big leap, you know, a little bit of buzz around this team, but I am not buying it. You know, it's probably going to be close to this number. They might hit 4, they might hit 5, they might hit 6, but with the under at 5.5 at plus odds, +135, I think that is incredible value. So my next bet for the Jets, my next season-long bet, it is a player prop on quarterback Zach Wilson. You know, up until a couple of weeks ago, most people probably could have taken this guy or left this guy, right? They didn't really care either way, but Zach Wilson, all of a sudden, he has really endeared himself to football fans everywhere after it was revealed that he had sexual relations with one of his mom's friends. You know, just a rumor, but I would have liked to have seen Adam Schefter, Peter King, or one of these guys dig into that one a little bit more. So sexual relations with his mom's friend aside, my favorite bet for Zach Wilson, I like him to go under his passing yard total. Over at DraftKings, who has the best odds on this prop as of July 28th, that number is set at 3,750.5. The under on that one coming in at -105. So let's do a little bit of math here on Zach Wilson. He's coming off a season where he threw for 2,334 yards across 13 games. So that's an average of 179.5. Over 17 games, had he played 17 games, if he was healthy, that would have gotten him to 3,051.5 passing yards. So that would leave him about 700 yards shy of the total here for 2022. And here's the thing with this number. It's not easy to go over this number. Only 14 quarterbacks, that's less than half of the quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks in the league, topped this number in 2021, and 11 of them played at least 16 games. So he'll need to stay healthy, and he's going to have to improve big time behind an offensive line that allowed the 4th most pressure last season. And playing with the receiver group, that's average at best. So I don't doubt that he improves, but this passing yard total is simply too high. So there you have it. Jets fans probably don't like me too much, but it is what it is. Guys, I will have a betting preview with best bets for every single team leading up to the 2022 NFL season. So make sure you keep it locked on the YouTube page here at Vegas Insider. Good luck. Woo!